Alrighty, how's it going? Jonathan here with Boston Collectors. And a figure that really got dumped on, which is unfortunate because I think this guy looks beautiful. Before we dive further into the photo material though, let's check out the description. Celebrating the obsession that is Star Wars Day, Hot Toys is excited to present today a new special displayable variant of the 1/6 scale Clone Trooper in gold chrome color as an exclusive item with a limited quantity of 2,500, only available in select markets. Now, they didn't really specify where this figure is from, unlike Cody, who was representative of, oddly enough, Revenge of the Sith. He never had the chrome armor, so they didn't really say where this guy is from. But hey, it's a Hot Toys exclusive, so let's dive into the imagery. Now, I actually think this guy is beautiful. Could Hot Toys have given maybe Wolf or Fives or an actual name clone? Absolutely. Imperial Crosshair, Imperial Cody, you could list an entire list of names if you absolutely wanted to. There are a lot of clones out there that I'd like to have in my collection as well. The 212th, the Airborne Trooper, you name it. The list could go on. I'm sure there's somebody else that could comment and add a ton of names alongside the ones that I shared. But considering this is an event, Hot Toys usually like to do it up a little bit, and this is easy to make. They're not designing in the weathering, and they're not having to do extra work. They take the pre-existing molds that they have, and they paint it in gold, which I do genuinely believe that these are done by hand. Now, me personally, I'd like to get at least 2 of these, but I have no idea where I'm going to put these guys. I don't know how I'm going to make it make sense in my collection, but man, the look of that gold off of the black. I complained about contrast with Cody, but this is like I have zero complaints about contrast on this figure. It's strictly gold and black, and it's the right amount of all of it across the board. The bodysuit being black, the gloves, the black in the helmet. I don't have anything bad to say about this figure. Now, I do wish that the overall paint application was brushed because it seems as though it's going to reflect the entire room back at you because we can kind of see it in the helmet piece there. You can also see it in the breastplate. It doesn't have that brushed look that the Chrome Troopers got, and it's not really putting me off, but it does make it slightly difficult, but I cannot deny the beauty of this piece. It looks stunning. I have nothing bad to say here. I mean, he doesn't come with the vents though. This is their 3rd time so far doing that with the clones. It's unfortunate, but it doesn't take me out of it personally. It looks like the base plate there is representing gold as well on the cog. Man, this is, I know this one got a lot of hate. Look at this pose right here. That's incredible. Great action pose. This one received a lot of hate. I understand why, because collectors really want those named characters, and I get it. But I also understand Hot Toys pumping these out for an event such as the Power of the Dark Side, so it makes sense to me. It's bound to happen. I just didn't think it was going to be back to back after Cody. So I didn't see this one coming so soon, but look at this. I like this. I think this looks good. I'm just really hoping that the final outcome of this is brushed. It seems as though they tried to, whoever the photographer is, tried to blemish out parts of the room and maybe even themselves. And I say that because this, the shoulder piece there looks a bit blurred, whereas the breastplate is reflecting that helmet right back at him. But yeah, you don't really want to see the photographer in your imagery, but I just really would have liked to have known if that were brushed or not. It's just a bit difficult to see. We'll have to wait for that sideshow first look, so have to wait until then. But other than that, man, I'm liking it. Now, yeah, the jetpack, it could have received some sort of maybe blacked out features on this, but if this clone is going to be facing me, I'm not too concerned about it, but it is what it is at that point. I'm not really tripping about the jetpack too much. Now, there is one small thing. You all know how I get about my hands. Interesting pose. There is one thing, and I noticed that they do it a lot when it comes to the Hot Toys exclusives. This happened with the Chrome Troopers, it's happening with Cody, and it's happening here again. You don't get that right neutral hand on the figure. What they consider the neutral gesture is this sort of splay gesture here next to the pointing finger, and that's frustrating to deal with. Especially if we're talking exclusives, and I don't like posing them all pointing the gun one way. Yes, you can work a pose to where it doesn't need it, but I don't like it. I wish that they would just continue giving us pairs personally. But I know I'm the odd one out, man. I'm hoping that there are more people thinking about this figure like I am in terms of just how gorgeous the paint application is. It looks incredible. I like it, man. It's gorgeous. I just have no idea where I'm going to put this. And I understand the complaints from the community. It's just I can't understand it due to the event that's going on. Considering this event is going to run until June, it doesn't hurt for them to create a couple variations of exclusives. We've got We've got Trip, we've got Cody, now we have the Gold Clone Trooper. I may or may not be missing one. So much has been going on in the last few days, personally and on this side, so my apologies on that front. It just makes sense to me to have products ready that are brand new. People love their clones. I love my clones. And another thing that's killing me before I continue, again, the helmets. On the P2, there's a blur there, but on the P1, there's a huge reflection. I don't know what's what, and this is very frustrating as someone who's trying to get the details right and analyze the photos correctly. This is just another one where we'll have to wait for the Sideshow first look. Unfortunate, but I don't have a price point for this guy just yet because he's currently up on Sideshow for the RSVP. I will link that down in the description below if there is anyone else interested in it. If you're not, let us know. If you are, same, right? But I am curious, if Hot Toys were to make an exclusive that didn't take a lot of R&D for them to create, what would you have liked to have seen? Let us know in the comments below. It can't be a trooper that's named or something that takes a lot of R&D like the Dark Empire Luke or Star Killer Darth Revan. I mean something that would help bring product in to sale because that's what they've been doing for these events. We got to give them a little bit of slack. But with that said, this is Jonathan with Boston Collectors. I appreciate you for watching and we'll see you next time.